Not near mint. Says he likes my style. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Since the beginning of all comic books, creators have been mistreated. As for better pay, only to be told,
No!
Then, something happened that brought all media together. The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic community. We support the just pay and recognition of these comic creators' comic fam. Because comics are for everyone. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, live from the United States to Australia. This is the Not Near Mint Show. A weekly YouTube show about comic books.
Welcome to the Not Near Mint Show, everybody. It is the 125th episode. It's January 5th, 2022. It is the first episode of this new year's show. Let's bring in our guests. They are Lady Fantastic and Comics on the Mind.
What up, y'all? What's going on? Hello, people.
Hello. Everybody's doing well.
So is it snowing where you guys are?
I'm in Cali. What is snow?
Same.
It's cold. Like
Supposed to start snowing until tomorrow sometime in the AM. But it's like it's 100% on our radar, precipitation 100%. So we're supposed to get like 2 to 4 inches,
nice.
which should be nothing, which should be totally nothing.
It's walkable, right? You can walk in that.
Yeah, but because Tennessee does not have the infrastructure to maintain like salted roads and whatnot, it's everything goes to shit. Yeah, like snowstorms in the south and people lose their damn minds. So
Good Lord, Rose Gray,
that's just one of the phenomenons.
Out there getting these people.
Yep.
So the Russian bots are back, but otherwise
They've been around. They're just,
they're
They're everywhere.
I've
They're
noticed
everywhere.
it in everybody's channels these last couple weeks, but
I
otherwise,
agree.
some people might be noticing that Ace isn't on the show tonight. Ace kind of got snowed in and a branch took out their power. So
Holy
they
crap.
unfortunately won't be joining us for the favorite Copper Age of 2020.
No.
What do you say, folks?
Damn you, Rob.
Should we just get right into it? Our
Let's do it.
favorite stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So y'all been picking some stuff out during the day, and this can be some of your favorite reads, some things that you're expecting might go from the couple dollars that you picked it up for to, oh my Lord, that was fast. Hey, Rob, look at Key Collector. Did you see this shit? Oh my God. Yeah. Are you going to sell? No, man. IRS is forcing us to pay at the end of the year.
Paige is my girl, though. I'm sorry.
So we not put them in any particular order. It could be whatever order, right?
Yeah, that's
All
what
right,
I
cool.
did.
Any
Mine's in
order you
whatever
want.
order.
All right, cool.
Whatever
I'm sending you
order.
I just
I'm
parsed
sending
mine
you-
out Marvel, DC, and Indie.
All right. I'm posting in the private chat, Rob, my first one. Okay.
All right. As you do that, I will pull that up.
Oh shit!
So as Comics on the Mind is pulling this up, I am going to share this screen, and the comic book he is presenting is. I need to do a bunch of crap now. Sorry, I just got this computer here, and there are some
Take your time.
settings that I still haven't unlocked. So now
I can start talking about why I chose this one.
Yeah.
I will be
I won't say what it is.
I will be literally right back. I have to restart Chrome.
All right. Lady, do you want to go first then? Oh, he literally like just
Okay.
bounced. Oh yeah, lady, just give yours first of it, okay?
This is what I'll do. So, my first one, I will talk about Copper Age Wonder Woman.
Dang. I only have a very,
So,
very small handful.
as you all know, George Perez is not doing so well, and he wants to spend his last chunk of
Yeah.
time just kind
Yeah.
of enjoying his fans and taking in what he can, just being, I don't know, man.
Human.
Anyway, like, so for me, when I see this art, specifically
That's a
when
beautiful
George
cover.
Perez does Wonder Woman covers from the Copper Age, it's just that it seems like he is so happy doing this. And so when I think of this art, I just think, man, this guy is
Oh,
really,
I love that one.
really loving what he's doing, and he's just making, this content and this art like beautiful. So
You could
that's
tell
what
he really challenged himself back in the day.
it just really went. I mean, and so I've been picking up, honestly, just the art that speaks to me. That's Perez from Wonder Woman, because it just makes me feel the happiest. Now I have Perez like on Avengers or whatever, and they're nice, but it's not like I just feel like he really loved doing this for some reason. I just feel like good vibes from this. I don't know. All right,
Every
so
time I
that
look
was,
at his art, it's good vibes.
yeah, obviously, yes. But this is kind of what I chose to do. Yes, much love for Perez.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you guys can move forward.
All right, I got your share screen up there, Kirk.
Oh, Kirk, you're on mute, my
Oh,
man.
Oh, sorry. I always do that. So my first pick is Secret Wars #8. And I picked this one because this is like literally like the first key issue book that I picked up. Like the first big book that at least I consider a big book back when I first started collecting. Because I didn't even like when I first started collecting, I didn't even know what key issue books were. And so when I found out, I was like, oh, I want to get that one because I was collecting Secret Wars, I was reading it, and I wanted 8. But I was like, oh, this is an expensive book. Why is it so expensive? Oh, it's first appearance of Black Suit Spider-Man. So this is definitely one of my favorites. And yeah, that's my first pick of the top Copper Age books of 2022.
I can definitely agree with that.
Copper Age books of 2022.
Yeah.
All right. So my Copper Age book of 2022 isn't going to be this Batman, even though it kind of looks like Batman. The Batman's just there so I can put something up.
It's your like frame of reference, isn't it?
Exactly. So
Mhm.
we are going to get into a bit of the debate of is Frank Miller's Wolverine considered Copper Age? Because the goalposts have been shifting around. Some people say that the Copper Age ends at 1992. I just saw on Google through a Reddit post 2008, and we'll talk about that. But a couple things I wanted to show through DC Comics is we're going to be getting a Batgirl movie. I don't know if they're going to reference the fact that at one point she was Oracle, but you might want to go ahead and try and pick this up for cheap. DC is considered dead spec to a lot of people. But if you're a fan of Batgirl, and more specifically Barbara Gordon, which I really am, these are the kind of issues that you want to know more about her history. And if you're watching the movie when it comes out, and this is when we find out that this is in fact Oracle, that Oracle is Barbara Gordon. One of the last pages shows as Amanda Waller is talking to Oracle, has no idea who she is, and she's told one of the people on the mission died, and it was kind of because of her. And she's shown crying behind her wheelchair, and there is a Batman doll in the corner, and you could tell right away, oh my God, that's Barbara Gordon. This happened right after killing Joe. So, of course, these are the other two issues in the Suicide Squad run, 48 and 49. Now, these are the two where now she gets to confront the Joker right after the Joker put her in said wheelchair. And Barbara Gordon doesn't need to wear a Batgirl outfit to be a badass. She is a badass. It's not ableist writing, and it showed that Ostrander and his wife, Kim Yale, they did this great job fashioning a new, updated, modern character from somebody that Alan Moore was told, cripple the bitch. He was told that. And those are my picks. So who's next?
Cripple that bitch. Oh, hold on. Let me turn my cam on. Kirk goes. Kirk's. Is it my go or Kirk? I actually went first, didn't I?
You went first because Rob wasn't.
Yeah.
Rob wasn't there.
I watched things.
My
I pulled a Rob.
My next favorite of the Copper Age is Peter David Hulk. I love Peter David Hulk. So this is actually, let me check this one. No, Peter. Yeah, Peter David's on at this point. Yeah. So this is Milgram after Kirby, but this issue is when he goes to Grey Hulk. And I feel like the Copper Age Hulks are just some of the greatest Hulk stories that you're going to get. And this is where he becomes Professor.
Oh, I want that.
Professor Hulk. Where he is actually like smart Bruce Banner, but he maintains the strength of the Hulk. Because when he used to Hulk out, he would just like go berserker and lose all of his like marbles. And if you're like me,
love it.
Sold your copy of 340. So now, like, but this is some other Todd McFarlane art.
I have that one.
Yeah,
I want 340.
And so this is Copper Age Hulk with Peter David and Todd McFarlane. And
Such
you know,
a sick
to
cover.
me, well, this one's not McFarlane. Like, well,
McFarlane.
It's enough they used it.
330 through 346. 330.
It's enough they used it in all
Don't
of
talk
the
about Spawn.
the art boxes.
I don't like Spawn's not my dude. This is Second Prince, BT Dubs. McFarlane art, yes, Adrian. I agree, my man.
Would you call that a banger?
I don't do it yet.
We're showing all bangers pretty much.
Because like I got more bangerage.
Bro.
I got more bangerage. So, anyways, that's another one that I wanted to highlight is just basically you know, Hulk, Copper Age Hulk was happening in a far out way. Prove me wrong. Get out of here. Love you, mean it.
You're up.
There's my face. I sent you the link too, by the way, and that you were that I sent you that message that you told me to send you too. I just didn't want to say it out loud. So my next book is kind of sparks that. This is 1982, I think, and so it kind of sparks that. It kind of sparks that debate where everybody was talking about is this Copper Age or not? Right. And I basically picked it because I want this book. I want this book, but I also knew this conversation was going to come up. So but I don't know. I
don't care.
Do they consider this? What do they consider this? Bronze Age or?
I would consider it late bronze, early copper. Bropper. I did want his. I did have the second run on my list too. That number one.
So that counts, right? That counts as copper.
Personally, I would consider when they really start using direct
Volume
all
2
the time.
Yeah, that's
is copper.
Okay.
Volume 2 is Copper all the way.
I want both of
Oh,
them,
definitely.
so.
Yeah, volume 2 starts at what, 1988?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think so.
Yeah, so that would make sense. And even
Yeah.
this, it's right like when people started buying direct over the newsstand because, oh, my comic shop takes much better care and they'll even bag and board my book for me.
Proper. Yeah, it's proper. It's not Copper Age, it's not Bronze Age. It's proper.
Proper Age.
Proper Age. Perfect.
Proper Age.
You hit it on the mark, Adrian.
Yeah.
All right, so my next books. So we have She-Hulk coming up for a new TV series, and she's probably going to be interacting with Bruce Banner at some point. This is the issue that we wound up seeing used in a movie called Cool Runnings back in 1992, which would even be considered a Copper Age movie.
Yeah.
Really?
That one's cuspy too,
They
isn't
were
it?
Dang. They were reading this book?
It's cuspy. What year is that one, Rob?
It's also 1983.
Oh,
now, as you see rolling down at the crawl, you'll see that modern age is considered by most people from 1993 to present, Copper Age being from 1985 to 1992. But there's another alternative one that this is the one that I'm going to be throwing up on the screen here. I'm not 100% sure. So this little change is just a couple little minor things. So the Copper Age is considered over here from 1983 to 2008, and the Iron Age, because of the movie Iron Man, is 2009 to present. So by that rationale, maybe
so Marvel movies is what changed it?
There's some debate now that because of the movies that it changed the way people collect. But at the same time, I would also argue that early turn of the century, 2001, when people really started using CGC, sending this stuff in slabs, I'd posit that was the hugest change that would change an age. But when it comes to movies, I mean, movies, if there's a movie that comes out, it changes the spec. It changes the way people collect. People that aren't comic collectors will say, I want that. Why do you want that? They're in a movie. And this is going to be such a book here because we saw in the trailer from Disney Day, we saw the actor for the Hulk in the same room space as Maslany, the actress that will be playing She-Hulk. So this is going to be a good book to have. I got this from Miami Fresh Comics. That's the LCS that I go to in Miami, Florida. And I did have earlier tonight JB, Discovery Bay. He was asking about good comic shops in Miami, and I can't recommend Miami Fresh Comics, aka Frank's Comics, aka Max Comics, enough. So next up, back to Comics on the Mind. You got another share screen?
Yeah, I sent you the link.
All right, let's pull that up as I'm doing that.
Now, with this next book that I sent you, I own this book. It's just one of my favorite stories because we all know that that Bullseye is crazy as batshit, but you really get a glimpse of how fucking insane he is in this storyline, which is basically the death of Elektra.
Is that 84?
Which one is this? Let me see. I have it right now.
I'm not sure I see what
181. 181. Sorry, I need glasses. Yeah, 181. I don't have Elektra's first appearance or Bullseye's first appearance. I will hunt for those one of these days. But when I got a chance to buy this book, I hopped on it. Just a classic cover and a great battle. And Bullseye is cold-blooded. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, he is. The only unfortunate thing about this series as it was coming out, and I don't know if it was editorial or not, but the very following issue after this, you find out immediately who died because, well, Matt's hugging a gravestone and it says right there. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marvel.
You spoiled it.
Thanks, Obama. I know you were only a kid when that came out.
But thanks.
But thanks. Lady, what you got?
Hey, what's up, Dusty? Hope you're doing well, man.
Hey, Dusty. What's up, Al? What's going on, brother?
My next call for the Copper Age X titles. There are so many key books, I think, or just like great stories from different X titles in the Copper Age. And so I'm going to cover what I think are some undervalued or underappreciated keys that are in the Copper Age. X Factor.
Yes, I totally agree.
X Factor number 1, Baptism of Fire.
Issues.
I got this beautiful issue from Mr. Oh my God, can you Bake? Bake. Oh my God. But Bake gave me this beautiful issue. Yeah, it was awesome. So
is that Jean Grey?
Who?
I love it. I love it. I fucking love it.
Apocalypse. So you've got X Factor number 6. This came out in 1986.
That almost made my list for sure.
This is a banger.
I have that.
We'll jump over to X-Men. I'm going to go to X-Men 221.
Sinister.
1987.
Oh, nice.
First appearance of Mr. Sinister. This is a most excellent issue. 1990. This is the first appearance of Gambit.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do this.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert. Holy fucking shit. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking God. Look at that fucking book. Oh my fucking God. Look at that book. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
I like turtles.
I love Rob.
So,
I love you, Rob.
You too.
X-Men Annual 14. First appearance of Gambit. Yeah, I said it. X-Men 266. Second appearance of Gambit.
It's so crazy. I had the first appearance before I had the second appearance. And I fought for the second appearance and paid a lot of money for the second appearance.
Yeah, I don't know why people care about the second appearance, but just like I don't know why people care about Avengers 196, the second appearance of Taskmaster.
Literally, just like Hulk 181, second appearance of Hulk.
Just you guys, if you look at the X titles, there's so many, like there's many more keys, but and oh my gosh, New Mutants are great.
I love it.
Yeah, so many great keys.
Annual, the 26.
Yeah, and Alpha Flight came out in 1983. Yeah. I could have pulled it, but I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, that number 1 is my favorite.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was my chunk.
Give me 1 second, Rob. I'm trying to find this this pick. Let's just keep sending like small picks.
Well, as you find that pick, I'll go ahead and present a couple.
Yeah, go. You can go ahead next. Yeah.
So for Doctor Strange, we know that we're going to be getting a new movie coming out, and we still don't know if they're going to get any casting at any point. But there is the first time that Doctor Strange meets Brother Voodoo, who will become Dr. Voodoo, who eventually becomes Sorcerer Supreme. Great book to have. And for those that can't really... Go ahead.
What year is that?
What are you going to say, lady?
What year is that?
I think this is 1983 also, maybe 84.
You're breaking up, bro.
83 or 84, I believe. Not 100%.
I don't know if I'm going to show them all Comic Zombie. I just was kind of like crazy, like pulling because I waited.
Yeah, we're just going to show for about maybe 30, 40 minutes or so and then show some new books. But I know not everybody got new books, so I don't want to hog up all the time.
I'm not even at home.
See, there you go. So I'll be the only person showing new books. So we can show a little bit longer. So this other Doctor Strange, because the issue prior is when they start talking about the Darkhold, but this is the issue that if you're a fan of Blade and you can't afford a Tomb of Dracula #10, this is the first time that Blade meets Doctor Strange. And if Doctor Strange meets Blade in the next movie, that is going to be huge.
That
Now,
is.
they wind up having vampirism in the comics. This is one of the issues that explain it, but there's some earlier issues that have some vampirism that include Morbius, that even include Werewolf by Night. So those are some good ones to have. Now, here's a couple Spider-Men, and then I'll jump back on over to Kirk because there was one other book I wanted to grab.
No,
so here's
I sent you a link too.
Oh, good. So I'll hold off and I'll show those in a minute. Instead,
you don't have to rush.
I might as well. I want to jump around tonight. We're sharing.
Sure.
Sharing is caring, right?
Sharing is caring. I guess.
All right, I was about to show the exact same thing that you brought up before. So oh my lordy. Oh,
I know, right?
Lordy.
I know. I don't usually go for big books like this, but
you guys, when you see this picture,
this is like my favorite one. Not the #1, but issue #2, TMNT, the Eastman and Layard's run. But like this, I'll never be able to get an issue 1, but maybe one day I can get an issue 2. And I just come on, like the rat chompers are so cool. Like the mousers, the rat chompers, the mousers.
Oh, the machines. Got it.
Yeah.
I was like looking literally for rat teeth because I thought you were referencing like speeder. And now, no, I remember it's the little guys. I remember them now.
Yeah. I didn't realize how dark this series was.
It's a lot more violent than you think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Way more.
They kill Shredder in the first issue, and it's not until later on that they go, I think we accidentally killed our best villain.
Oops. Let's bring him back.
I don't even remember. How did they bring him back? Was he just a clone? Was he a robot that fell off the roof in the first issue? Let us know in the chat.
That's why I want to read the series. I've never read it. I'm trying to get the trades, but even those are like super hard to come by. What's up, Tyler? What's going on, brother? Yo, 2 T's, how you doing?
You know what is a really lame comic series, and I know Tyler would agree with me, is Invincible. I know he thinks.
Hey, can we talk about Invincible?
I know he thinks it's like the worst thing ever made. Like. He definitely likes things like
Invincible started in the Copper Age.
Titles. Huh?
Wait, did it?
Technically, if we want to use that rationale that
that
Iron Age starts in 2009, then 2008, Invincible started before then. I was still married.
I'm just kidding, Tyler. I'm just being mean. All right. Go back to whoever was showing books.
Get off my face. I think you're next, Rob, right?
All right. As I do that, let's do this.
Yeah, I was just trying to instigate.
Instigating is fun. Fight. Let's get rid of this Doctor Strange garbage because I know what you guys all really want to see. You want to see the most vanilla, hot take character. Just some cis white guy named Spider. But he's in a black suit. But particular to this issue is the fact that this is the first appearance of Tombstone. Now, Tombstone is a character that if we're talking gangsta, we need him to show up in a live action movie. Yeah. They put him in the Edge of Spider-Verse. This would be a perfect foil for Miles if they decided to go all the way. But let's face it, when they decide to reboot the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, then they're going to need a bad guy. Kingpin's going to be indisposed with the whole rest of the Marvel Universe. They're going to need an alternative. They're going to go with Tombstone. Also, if you kind of like the whole 90s, early 90s arc of Spider-Man, can't go wrong with The Clone.
Oh, yeah.
The original
outfit. Riley.
Now, my LCS has a copy of that newsstand for $59.99.
No,
that is worth
are
it.
you out of your mind?
I'm not out of my mind. Well, yes, I am, but not because of that.
Just technically, but we're not.
Oh, they had my LCS had it. I saw it in the wall today. They had a freaking Spidey 134 first tarantula for 99.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
nice price. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still need
And
that
they-
for the issue
And
before
they
that.
had Doctor Strange
I
number
did too.
1 for 139. Get off of me.
That was that's a little high now, but I can see how that makes sense.
I would
But
have
yeah,
to look at it to determine why they had it at that price.
I mean, unless it's really banged up and there's spine ticks all along the side, or there's a fold on the back because somebody didn't realize, oh, I think I put that in the bag too fast. Yeah, don't do that.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
Also, Kane, because if you're going to do the Clone Saga at any point or introduce, you're going to have to also introduce Kane, even though Kane is the most convoluted character possibly in the Clone Saga. But I'm sure
Spider-Man's
they could boil it.
boring.
Little boring, just a little. All right. I'm going to need to pull another book. So who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right, here you go.
Yeah, I'm still looking for my pick.
So, the next thing is I'm trying to combine like two things. So, the Copper Age had a lot, like the second half of the 80s had a lot of, or like mid second half, had a lot of like minis. And so there were a lot of really good like mini runs. And also we saw the advent of Art Adams. He was coming into his prime. And so I'm showcasing Long Shot that came out in 1985.
Oh, that's a great cover.
Art Adams, baby. Just beautiful. And in this series where he draws, it really reminds me quite a bit of Bill Sienkiewicz. I find
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing for me at all.
No. Because Sienkiewicz is the shittiest.
Yeah, baby. This Long Shot number 3, if you all don't know, is the first appearance of Mojo. Get with it. Long shirt, long shit, long shot, long shooted, long sharded, long shart, long shart. I like that one. This was the last one, though. This is my most recent one that I just got in. It was the final one needed, number 4.
Nice.
But it's a bitch slap. She-Hulk's bitch slapped Long Shot, and he probably was asking for it.
Dang, how is he not like? How is
He
his
got
jaw
legs for days.
How you like me now?
Bitch. But I just love that one. Yeah. This one's cool. It's crazy and it kind of scares me, but that's why I kind of like it. This guy. It's a nice little pot.
I didn't know it went up to issue 5. I thought it finished at 4.
Dude, it goes to issue 6.
Dang, I did not know that. That's a nice. I've never seen this cover before.
Final cover's got Spiral on it, dude.
Spiral the Dragon? No.
Those are so
Spiral.
gorgeous.
Those are great, yeah.
It's just so bad butt, man.
Giant size, last issue.
Anyways, and then finally, this is also from the Copper Age, but it's more Art Adams work. Daredevil 238. Just a beautiful cover. So it says, I think, Art Adams. There you go. But you've got...
Yeah, that was tail end epilogue of...
You got this... got Sabretooth doing, like, the Lotus or some shit. Praying
He's
mantis.
doing the Karate Kid, yeah.
Doing the praying mantis on Daredevil here, and there's this little girl like... Meh. But anyways, that was another chunk of what you should get in the Bronze Age.
Chunkity chunk.
I said giant size to longer shart, long shot, long shat, long shat.
Long shat, baby, long shat. I sent it to you, Rob.
All right, I'm pulling it up right now. This is Kurt. Right here.
Oh,
All right. So I have become a big sucker of Mike Zeck and these amazing covers. You'll notice it with another book that I'm going to be showing tonight too. But I see this is at my shop, and I'm definitely going to be picking this up. These covers are amazing. Like, I'm not the biggest Captain America fan, but these covers I definitely am trying to hunt down. This one in like the what's the cyborg dude? What's his name?
Deathlock.
Deathlock. I want that one too. That one is so sick. They both have them at my. They have both of them at my shop, and I'm trying to grab both of them.
Are you talking about the astonishing issue, like the last issue of the run?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. I just picked that one up. I'm only missing, I think, issue 29 from that run.
Yeah.
But I've been trying to pick up all those early Deathlock.
Me too. Or just these early these covers.
Deathlock is coming, and they've been rearranging in the modern Marvel universe how they're using Deathlock. Now he's an agent of like the Time Police, and there's not just one Deathlock. There's thousands or perhaps millions.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's just a way of integrating something from the 70s into today. It's
I didn't
probably
even
not
know
gonna
he
be
was like
forever.
introduced.
Yeah, when he was introduced, he was like a cool soldier that was, killed and brought back into cyborgs, and that was cool for the 70s. But we've seen $6 Million Man, and I'm sure that they don't want to have too much correlating with that. So you got a book, or should I go?
Who?
Oh, I guess I am going to go.
All
right, so here are this is just one, but people are trying to look for Moon Knight now that Moon Knight is coming to Disney, probably a lot sooner than later. Now, if you already have a good run of Moon Knight starts in West Coast Avengers starting from issue number 21, and it runs all the way through about issue 40. And there's even composite Avengers where at one point you have Tigra melded with an Iron Man, melded with a Moon Knight, and is just wacky. But these are some good, fun little stories from back in the day. And man, people were joking at one point, but there's no joke anymore that hold on to your West Coast Avengers run because one day it's going to be worth something. Once these were dollar issues, and now we're seeing a lot of these starting to rise. And this particular one, I really dug reading this issue. When I finally got this a couple weeks ago, it was one of the first things I had to break open and read. And now I want to finish my West Coast Avengers run with just 2 more issues. But if you're also looking for Moon Knight outside of his series and not that Marvel Spotlight 2829, this would be really the first time he appears outside of his series. It is 1978. It's not Copper, nice. But this is the one to get. And those are pretty much all the ones that I was pulling out for today.
Get the also there's
ASM.
Moon Knight appears earlier in the Defenders.
Oh yeah, the 46 through 51.
Oh yeah. I have some of those.
I'm just saying, like, if y'all want to get the Defenders, like the earliest appearance, didn't you say outside of
Don't tell him
by Night?
Yeah, the earliest one outside of Werewolf by Night would be the Marvel Spotlight 2829, but immediately following that was the Spectacular Spider-Man 22, and then about a year later in ASM, I think 220. I could be wrong.
Yeah, because in the Defenders it's 77. I'm pretty sure
he's in the coffin, right? I think I remember that cover. There's like Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Yeah, that one. I know what that one you're talking about. All right, so
and he also appears in an issue of Captain America, but I forget the issue number, and he's not on the cover.
And also an Iron Man.
What's up, Air?
Okay, so this is my final kind of like Copper Age chunk. There are a lot of good things. I'm just kind of highlighting some that I want to bring out, whatever. But the whole Weapon X story.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Barry Windsor Smith art.
I love that
This
series.
was in the Marvel Comics Presents, and I'm pretty sure it was 72 through like 84.
Yep.
But that described how Wolverine was captured and used in a government project up in Canada. Wasn't it Weapon X?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great story. If anybody's not read it, I suggest reading it. It's wild. He rejects it at first, or starts to reject it, and then they finally get it into him, and like he has all these weird hallucinations and shit, and it's just he then ends up getting loose and killing everybody. You see like Monica Rambeau. This is where she kind of comes into her own or whatever, but
I need that one.
I would look out for, any, in the Copper Age, you can find a lot of good, Captain Marvel with Monica. That's all, just what I'm saying. And, also, and she's part of the Avengers, right? From out of the pages of the Avengers. Okay. So the first appearance is, I want to say 227 in the Avengers.
Yeah.
And, but then this is a great Copper Age book, 257. Mine is Beat to Hell. You'll see that. Yeah, it's duty in my diapers. But this is the first appearance of Nebula. I suggest it because it's great. Moebius, Stanley, Silver Surfer. This came out in 88, 87, 88. 88. Highly suggested. Issues 1 and 2. This is a great, great little mini. As also part of that, it's not really part of that, but this is a Marvel Saga from 1987. It's Marvel Saga issue 24. And this is like part of Galactus's origin and stuff. I really suggest people this is a sleeper. Get on
Even
this.
I haven't seen that.
Get on this. You haven't?
I have not seen that book.
Holy shit. You guys need to get on this book because it's a sleeper. It's got the origin of Galactus and also some stuff from some original FF issues. So get it. Just listen to me. All right?
All right.
Bob Layton. Boom. All right. So you heard it here. Also, I'm a fool for this kind of stuff. Oh, hush, Michael. Get out of here. Doctor Strange 15, the lawsuit issue.
I'm looking through 14 through 18 right now because those are the vampire issues. And that particular issue very much is something that people want, not just for that cover, but also that's when Victor Strange, the brother of Doctor Strange, turns himself into Baron Blood.
There you go.
The vampire dude, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
205. So this is Amy Grant. She did not give her consent.
She didn't like it much.
These were recalled. Yeah, Amy Grant is a Christian singer. This is her picture in the back of on the cover. And
Doctor Strange, that's Satan.
Yeah, she did not agree to have this put her likeness, and so she sued and they had to pull it. Also, things like things like Marvel Fanfare, Marvel Saga, Marvel Age. This is in 1991, but it's the very last issue of Marvel Fanfare, which was it's a great comic. I mean, you can get it has all kinds of fun stuff in it, dude. Little stories.
Its problem was they charged more money for the Marvel Fanfare than all the other books that were out.
Because it's nicer. They're nicer. They have
They
nicer
are. They're
paper.
bigger. The paper's better.
Mm-hmm. They're just better. So, anyways, this is the final issue 60. That's like Walt Simonson Black Panther. That's killer. And then finally, I talked about the Copper Age having a lot of great minis. This is another mini I suggest people should get. Elektra.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that one.
Frank Miller. Isn't he on Elektra?
Yep. I can't believe you got that remark.
Yeah. Bill Sienkiewicz with the remark. And anyways, that's it. That's my showcasing of the Copper Age. I can show you. I got 7 books, Rob. If you want to show the rest of y'all's Copper Age stuff, but I can show you the 7 books I picked up today. Now they're all back issues because my LCS did not get the new stuff in.
Bastards. But then again, I'm imagining there's a lot of places that are running into weather issues, so it kind of makes some sense. And the paper delays.
Yeah.
But I went through all my Copper Age stuff. We might do another show like this over the course of the year.
Yeah,
But,
we can.
Comics on the Mind, you got a few more books left?
Oh yeah, I just sent
Cat
you
scratched
the
the
link
shit
to
out of
all.
me.
We
Sorry.
can just go through them real quick.
So the first one I already pulled up, and I believe that is the Transformers.
Yes.
Putting an ass in.
Shout out to Comic Zombie Zombro. It's like one of his favorite runs. But this Bill Sienkiewicz cover I have to have. I don't want every. This is another one of those series. I don't want every issue, but there's certain issues that I want, and this is one of them that I want. It's just a beautiful cover of Optimus Prime.
That's Bill Sienkiewicz, baby.
Prime, yeah. Go ahead. You can go to the next one, Rob. I basically sent you all of them, Rob.
Here's the next one I'm going to bring up on the screen. This is Detail. Mighty Thor.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, bro.
So I have 37. I have 337, 339. I don't have this one. This out of the 3 is my favorite cover. It's just that homage cover of him fighting like Hercules back in the day. I don't know what cover that is homaging, but somebody knows it, put it in the chat. But I just love this cover. Like, this is just an epic cover. I love Beta Ray Bill. And this is just a beautiful cover.
It is a nice one. All right, let's bring up the next one. So I can get rid of this. Next up, we got an Incredible Hulk issue. A very special Hulk issue.
So, as Lady mentioned earlier, she sold her copy. Sadly, she didn't sell it to me. But yeah, this is another one of those classic Todd McFarlane covers. Shout out to Steven Spot. It's a reflection cover.
Spot man with the spot plan.
Oh yeah. Not the biggest Wolverine fan, but this is definitely a Wolverine cover that I would love to have in my collection. You want to go to the next one, Rob? So y'all can show y'all pick. I didn't pick up anything today, so this is like me showing my pickups.
Right. Was there another one? Because that was the last one I got. The Hulk 340. Oh, there it is. Got it.
Yeah, it should be like two more or one more.
This is Swamp Thing.
Yes, that actually is the last one, I think. Yeah. This is another one I want. I know the only DC book, but I am a huge fan of Constantine, and I will own this book one of these days. I just like the dynamic team up of Swamp Thing and Constantine. I feel like with his like whimsical, hilarious antics with a very serious, almost basically demigod that is Swamp Thing. Just a great combination. So that's my last one.
I realized.
I believe. Oh no, there's one more.
I actually just realized I had a couple more, and I'm going to bring them up on screen now.
Oh wait, I have one more too. After you. Foil again.
All right. So People lately have been really digging Usagi Yojimbo, and I got to pick this up from Pablo
Ooh.
Ordone. And if any of y'all are on Instagram, you might have realized that I've been missing on Instagram for the last year.
Where
And
you been at?
I just decided to fuck off because everyone just wanted to either sell me their books or buy my books. And I don't sell my books. I like to be a black hole. So I picked this up from Orlando. You'll notice that he goes by the name Pablo Ordone on Instagram. He's a great guy. I got to go visit him again sometime soon. But I got to pick up my first print, first issue of Usagi Yojimbo. I don't know if I actually want to get into the entire run of this, but yeah, I should probably do that, especially now that people are really jumping on board to that old nostalgia trip. Now, my number one pick for all independents, because we're going to try and get through a very quick show tonight, but here we have Sandman, the entire run starting from 1989. Neil Gaiman, a British writer. He's shipped on over here to the United States. He starts working on a Black Orchid. Doesn't sell a ton, but they see that he has some potential. Hey, do you want to give a try to restarting this old Kirby product? Yeah, okay. But can I try it my way? Yeah, sure. Why not? And we got this, one of the greatest comic book stories of all time, coming soon to Netflix. I cannot wait. The trailer for it is amazing. I'm looking forward to it greatly. So, Lady Fantastic is going to be showing us some books, but what we're going to be doing now is our next segment, and that segment is called Comic Book Therapy, where we show our comic books. Are y'all ready? Here we go.
I'm gonna get what I want.
Christ.
Comic books. Comic books. Comic books.
Oh my god.
Comic books.
Let's get some.
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 Comic books.
That was awesome.
I also remember that there was one last one that Comics on the Mind wanted to show, and I'm bringing that up on the screen right now. Here we got a New Mutants, and that is that is this one. Here we go.
I'm not gonna go ahead and say, oh, 198. And I do 198, but not because of why everybody else wants it. I want it because it's gonna help me complete it. This is one that's like okay in price. I'm willing to pay it. But this is the version of Cable that I love. What are we doing? Yeah, I love this version of Cable. I love that he took over basically going into like X-Force, running the new crew. And then it's just a beautiful cover, Doesn't show any feet though, so thank God.
And the best part is he didn't even try.
No, he didn't have to. I like the floating heads though. That's classic. I definitely like that.
So unfortunately, Kirk, you just apparently sold a comic book that you don't own. So good luck getting that to Mr. Michael Eman, who just won that for $1. Oh wait, no. Rose Gray.
Michael, I will send you this. I do have first second print. I do have second print. I don't have first print.
Yeah. All right, lady, we're ready for some books.
So, like I said, my LCS did not get the new books because of, I guess, COVID or whatever. So I got back issues today. I picked up House of M issue 3. I had issue 1 and 2, and they had this, so picked it up. And then I also picked up All New Hawkeye number 3. variant edition. I'm a big What If fan, so I picked up. This is a What If Jessica Jones had joined the Avengers.
Dang, she
good
would have
one.
been a beast. She would have been a great Avenger.
I think it's pretty fierce.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one I was really excited to get because I like my Hulks. What if General Ross had become the Hulk?
Ooh.
And he kind of did.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just
Different color.
Yeah, ran by rage of revenge. Ooh, that's a nice. Who's she fighting? Is that Namor? He's like hulked out. Who's fist is that?
Namor Hercules.
I know. Ooh, I mean, look at the veins. The veins they have like radiation coming out.
I mean, to be fair, even Thor kind of looked like that way back then.
But yeah. And let's see. These are the last two. Got a Hulk 286.
Ooh.
Kang there.
Oh, it is Kang. That's cool.
Yeah.
Who's he fighting? Just a random Kang member goon?
Yeah, it's just a goonie.
Okay.
Hulk
Yeah,
is
Betty
single.
divorced
Vascular.
his ass.
And then the final issue I picked up was Strange,
Oh, nice.
number 5.
The Silver Dagger.
Mhm.
Very, very good.
Yeah, and that was my little haul for tonight. That's all I got. That's all she wrote.
All right, Kirk, did you get any books at all over the last week? Oh, wait, you're not home.
I'm not. Yeah, I may not be home, but Comic Zombie did a book. Hold on, let me grab it.
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, we're going to blow you up so that you can show that off because we're a big show and tell show.
While I'm grabbing it, just play my intro.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I love playing your intro. We're going to do that right now.
Now, I'd like you to think of something specific with your organization, and that you will not object to having disclosed.
Yes, I have something. Do I have to close my eyes?
It doesn't matter.
All right, yes, I have something.
These are comic books, and they're soaked. Soaked. Look, man, this is all soaking wet. That makes them worth nothing. Shitola.
They dry by cells.
You don't. I'm with you. I collect comic books. You don't dry them out. They're done.
You're gonna kill Spider-Man, the Plutonian, Scotland.
Let me see that.
Love it.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Boom.
That is my buddy laughing in the background. If y'all can still hear me.
So, hey, buddy back there, that was all made just for your man, Kirk.
All right, hold on.
Comics on the mind.
All right. Hey, Mike, taking this off. Oh, come on. There. Oh, there we go. Okay, so where did I put the book at? I had the book and I forgot what I put it at. Give me like 10 seconds. 9, 8. There it is. I didn't even need it. Oh, wait, here it is. So shout out to Comic Zombie for the awesome AOK. So I didn't get this book because my shop sold out of it. Specifically, I didn't get this cover because they sold out of it. I can go back and get the issue 1, but this one I wanted. But it's issue 1 of Devil Rain, Scotty Young. You know, that awesome Elektra as Daredevil cover. So shout out to the Comic Zombie. I appreciate you, brother. And that's what I picked up while I was out here.
That was immediate and quick. So we're going to do a very quick show because I picked up a lot of stuff today and I'm going to go through it very, very quickly. So here's my intro.
Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come watch TV. Wow, hey, look, you guys, the sun's rising.
Wow. Yeah. So over the last couple days, I wound up watching a movie on Netflix and it fucked me up bad, you guys. It's called Don't Look Up. And if you are into existential dread, that movie's for you. But if you're afraid to death of dying, you might not want to watch that because Earth doesn't do so well in the end. So, having that been said, here are all the comics that came out this week. Now, the highest stack is going to be the Marvel, and the mid stack is going to be the DC. The smallest one, unfortunately, is the Independents. In a couple weeks, that is going to change radically because, well, most Marvel and DC really wasn't put on FOC the last couple weeks. So the last week of January and the first week of February should be very light weeks. So here we go. I'm going to change up the camera. And I will start with the smallest stack first. So here we have Evil Ernie issue number 2, the final order cutoff version. Now, in the last issue of Evil Ernie, what wound up happening is you had Evil Ernie, the character that is Ernie in real life. He dies at the end of last issue. He doesn't become.
That's a great cover, though.
It is. This is an alternate cover. I didn't even see the A cover. I don't know what it looks like, but when I saw this, I had to have it. Now, after that issue number 2, here is issue number 1 of Nocturna. This has that Black Bill. I guess this is his origin from this story here. Looking forward to reading that later tonight. Maybe over the weekend.
Wait, is this a new run of Nocturna?
No, that's just a one-shot.
Oh, okay.
Now, here is Spawn issue 325. This is the Baron's cover with a cool little head popping off there. Blood squirting kind of everywhere. Love that. Barron's has been killing it on this run here. This is also a B cover for Spawn. And hopefully I'm jumping off of Spawn soon because it's just taking up a lot of room. I don't actually read it. I feel like it's... All right. Here are the... Oh, no, I missed one of the independents. There was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was missing an issue. I know Ace picked up the one that I was missing, so hopefully I'll be able to read that soon. For DC, we got E-cover, Batman 119. I guess we have Abyss. He kind of looks like the Grim Reaper, and the cover's really dark. Crush Lobo, issue number 8. I think this is the Freeson cover. It is the final issue of the series. Looking forward to getting to read all of that in one shot. Now, this one's a cover by because I usually get the Detective Comics all in the B covers because the hardbacks are just really pretty and, oh, you Russian bots, go away, you. Lordy. Oh, nice to see that you picked up Nirvana homage by Sudnium. I never pronounced that right. Yeah, Evil Ernie is pretty awesome. All right, so here is the A cover to Detective Comics, and here is the B cover. Now, this is a new storyline going in. I'm hoping for the best on this one because I'm almost thinking of dropping both Batman and Detective, despite the fact I have long runs on both that go all the way back to like the 60s and 70s. Now, this is an alternate universe, multiverse sort of Justice League that's been going on lately, but it seems that everything in DC these days are nothing more than just freaking miniseries. I don't think I could use more miniseries. I want ongoing series of core titles. But then there's this that just it threw me off. It's Josh Middleton. It's not a female cover, but it's Superman. It's pretty. And
Superman with a sword? That's crazy.
The dude is in his 70s and he's doing art like this.
Damn.
I could only wish that when I was in my 70s, many years from now, that I'll be able to do that, but I probably won't. He's a one of a kind. National treasure. Here is Superman, Son of Kal-El, issue 6. After that nice little kiss last issue, now we're going to find out, I guess, what happens next. I imagine it's going to be very short, and there's going to be a backup story, and I'm going to wish that it was longer, but it's a great story, and it's Tom Taylor. Now for the Marvel and a few bonus pickups. All right, here we have Amazing Spider-Man number 84. Doc Ock on the cover. I guess he's giving up his green outfit for a nice little white outfit.
I like that. I love that cover.
He's debonair, and when he hits on Aunt May, it feels authentic.
That would definitely be a cover by. I would never read that series, but you know.
It's actually pretty good.
It's getting better?
It got much better since Nick Spencer left. It's just unfortunate that the series is mostly revolving around Ben Reilly and not Peter Parker. Parker's in a coma. He just got out of it. All right, Black Widow. This picks up from the Living Sword or the Living Blade, or the one character that Natasha is scared to death of. Can't wait to read that. That's one of the gems that Marvel is putting out right now. Now, I haven't read the first issue of this, but they're putting all these out with Alex Ross covers, so I'll pick up the first few.
Yeah, if you read the first one, let me know how it is. I literally skipped it because I wasn't sure what it was going to be about.
Yeah, I'm curious, but even I don't know. I can't answer it, but I haven't been hearing anybody really talking about it.
If anybody read it in the chat, let us know.
Yeah, Air Spider. DC is always a mini-series about the end of DC, but it never ends. Kind of like Don't Look Up, but it ends. The whole world. And it makes you wonder, what am I doing with my life? I'm collecting comics. If the world blew up tomorrow, all it would be is just flaming shit. What did I ever do? Oh, yeah. What I did do is pick up a good run of Captain America. So here is issue 102. This is like an 8.0. I got
That's
this
a sexy cover, bro.
My comic shop that I go to, which is just a little reminder to anybody that watches this show here. The place that I get all my comics, his name is John Freshley, and he usually does a show Thursday nights. It's a claim sale on Instagram. You can find him over at Miami Fresh Comics, and he's going to have books just like this here. Tell him Rob Worst from Not Near Minutes. All right. Otherwise, I picked up Captain Marvel number 35. This is going to be a badass little storyline. I've been loving where it's been going. That's the A cover. This is the B cover with a bit of a spoiler because early on in the couple issues ago, yeah, so she was jettisoned out into space in like a space coffin designed by Vox Supreme. And she learned this new technique where she could project herself almost astrally because she learned that from Doctor Strange. And she could create a binary like clone that could operate outside of her body. It's a really cool storyline. That's Captain Marvel. Here is Darkhold Alpha number A, because when they do these, they want to make a whole bunch of one-shots instead of a mini-series because they figure one-shots in issue number 1 starring a character sell a whole lot better than an issue number 3. Here is Elektra Black, White, and Blood. This follows suit with more of the anthologies that are mostly black and white with a hint of color. Really excited to pick this up today. Fantastic Four by John Byrne. We got
I love that cover.
Who is that on the cover?
Who is that guy?
Stan?
Is that Stan the man? Yeah. Somebody AOK that cover to me.
I hope you're paying your artists.
Ooh.
Now, I had to kind of explain a little bit of this to somebody at the shop today, going, what makes this so special? It's like, well, it's Malice, and way back then, John Byrne was getting really into fetish clubs and the kind of dress and kink stuff, and it really started showing up in his artwork. like a lot. Not that we really ever had a problem with that, right?
No, I didn't even know he was into that though. That's crazy.
A lot of people are into that. Sometimes they just beat around the bush, so to speak.
Giggity.
Giggity, giggity. Now, this is an issue of Iron Man I was missing. This is right after the demon in a bottle. So it kind of looks like he's wasted again, doesn't it? He's not. He didn't go out drinking with the Hulk, but I'm sure that Hulk could definitely drink him under the table. All right, we were talking about Deathlock earlier tonight. Here's a issue of Deathlock and Marvel Team Up, issue number 46.
Oh, nice.
As I said, I'm trying to pick up all these early Deathlocks. There's not a ton of them, so it's not that hard, and they're not expensive. I think I paid $10 for them. All right, here is the Marvels issue number 7. More of these Alex Ross covers. And we got a good Kurt Busiek story going on. So no one's talking about this series, but it's a fun series to read.
So is this a modern Marvel story? Because I remember like reading. I'm reading Avengers 50 right now, and I remember the Captain Marvel mentioning the Marvels.
So the Marvels would just be, like Adam, Legend of Blue Marvel, Carol Danvers, Kamala Khan, all those that have Marvel in their title. This one is just a story that is similar to the old original Alex Ross series.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But in this one, it takes the ground level of some delivery guy as he starts experiencing the Marvel world around him. So it takes the average Joe and sticks him in the Marvel universe. It's a pretty good series. Now, this series I'm really far behind on, but it's good, but I feel like I need to know more about the characters, so maybe an issue at a time isn't serving me as well as it could, but it's good. It's Shang-Chi, and I like the movie. And to be honest, I never read any of the old Shang-Chi stuff. Now, this is another old pickup for something that I was missing. The Savage She-Hulk number 4. I'm only missing about maybe 5.
Oh, yeah.
This one I did not realize blew up as much as it did. But now I'm only missing about... Really? I'll give you 2 reasons. 2 reasons. But yeah, all these skimpy She-Hulk. I mean, the one where she's jumping rope is the big one, but there's others that are just as skimpy, and this is one of them. And if you look on eBay, people are trying to ask $40, 50, 129 from one guy.
No
I know
way.
this because John was looking up eBay, going, "Oh my God, these prices are insane! $25. You want it? Yes, please. Shut up and take my money." Now, for some reason, people are getting a big hard on for Thor number 20 today because we get the God of Hammers because, well, Thor is having some performance anxiety and he can't pick up his hammer. Apparently, there's a reason, and we find out here. This issue, I guess, is starting to go for a little bit more than cover, but when I don't know.
Another first appearance?
It's the first appearance of the inside of his hammer, and that's not pornographic. But this one on Key Collector is being listed at $15, and it looks like Thor as the Grim Reaper.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's cool, but I wouldn't pay $15 for it. I got it for cover. I ordered it on FOC. All right. Wastelanders, I'm going to just put its own little subcategory for this because anything that's old man oriented is basically the Wastelanders universe at this point.
Yeah.
But it's Doom, so of course I had to get it. This is the last issue of Hickman trying to put out his phase 1 of his X-Men that worked to a point until all the other writers decided not to jump on board. It's a Jessica Kyle cover. I'm sorry?
They said fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. I am
basically
no more X-Men. Only X-Men I'm reading is regular X-Men, which is regular X-Men, issue number 6 by Mr. Dugan. So those were all the books that I wound up picking up today. And this is pretty much about the end of the show now. So is there anything that's going on in anybody's neck of the woods that they want to promote?
I'm good.
I was supposed to have a show with JP this Tuesday, or this past Tuesday, but we rescheduled it for next Tuesday, so the 11th. So if you're not following JP Budget Collecting, I'm not big on specting, but if you're looking for spec books, like he's someone that really go and does his homework, and I would check him out. But we're also reviewing. We've been reviewing Invincible for the last couple of months. It's been one hell of a ride. Me, Damir, Unruly Simeon, and JP. So if y'all got time, come by. It's at 6:00 East Coast time, so hella early for me.
Early for you and middle of the road for us.
Yeah. Perfect timing for y'all. It's like napping. What's this hour difference for you, lady? I know.
Spock, man.
Well, Spock, good seeing you all.
Spock, hey!
Thank you all for joining us tonight. This has been another episode of Not Near Men. We will be back next week. Now, next week will be our community episode. Ace arranged for Luis Flores. He is one of our community members. We're going to be doing this once a month, where we do a topic once a month with a guest and once a month with a community member. And we're going to start varying it up, expanding the channel a little bit. So if there's anything at all you all want to see on this channel, please let us know. Otherwise, perhaps this Friday, Lady and I will be showing some books. This has been another episode. Replay viewers, thank you for watching. Live viewers, we love you. We love you.
We appreciate all y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
We're going to be back next week. So until then, read more comics, and until next time.
Ace!
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Rob Worst, Lady Fantastic, Miracle Man, Comics on the Mind, Ace, and Whack Comics back next week. New Comic Book Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.